Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 21 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Brian Van Veen. Brian, thank you so much for the support. We could not do this without you, so we super appreciate it. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day like Brian, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so you guys may have noticed the first puppet show of the season was uploaded before this video. So if you haven't yet, you might want to check it out. I know it's goofy, I know it's freaking weird. But I hope you enjoy it. It's just us blowing off a little steam, right? So anyway, sorry about this, but I've got places to be and we gotta get going here. So when we left off yesterday, the feeds had just come back after the Power Veto competition. The players, just to remind you, were Jack, Kemi, Jess, and then the three extras, Bella, Sam, and Jackson. Still scratching my head over that Jessica house guest choice, picking Jackson. Okay though, whatever. So Sam was the big winner. Not only did he win the Power of Veto, but he also won a trip to Fiji. And I think he was saying he did not want to win this veto, and he probably shouldn't have, but he really wanted that trip, so he had to go for it. So the trip was available because apparently it was a Love Island tie-in, and Love Island is in Fiji and blah blah blah. But because of that Love Island tie-in, it sounds like Tyler and Angela may have also hosted the competition because they were talking about them after it. I could see that. So then also from the competition, Jackson rolled his ankle, so he's got it all wrapped up. He's icing it, and yeah, Christmas 2.0. Okay, so anyway, the feeds first came back after the competition to Christy, Tommy, and Sis talking in the Target bedroom. I feel like we need to make a new rule. No more pita chips during game talk because it's just not good. I just can't. Oh, it makes me want to punch them in the face. Okay, so Sis. Who's Sis? I mean, everybody's always asking who's Sis because of the nickname. It's Annalise, by the way. But I'm asking who's Sis because, like, what is she even doing all day? Well, right now, she's upset because first she heard that Jess was targeting her and throwing her name out there, and now she's telling Christy and Tommy about a conversation that she had earlier with Jess. She's upset now because Jess told her that Bella was talking about targeting her. So Christy's like, look, Bella is playing all sides. You know, she's with Grateful, she's with Nick and Sam, and she's with Kemi and Jess. Yep. So she says Bella's playing aggressively to try and cover all of that up. And I gotta say, at this point, Bella is flopping hard. Everybody sees that she's playing all sides, and they are very suspicious of her. So Christy says it's gonna bite Bella in the butt eventually, so don't confront her about it. Just hang back, you know, kill her with kindness, and let her dig her own grave here. So Sis says that she's annoyed that she keeps hearing that her name's coming out of other people's mouths. She says, I literally don't do anything. We've noticed. So I just get so annoyed when people think that they can just coast through the game and not do anything, and then they get all upset when they're targeted just because they haven't made any moves. Guess what? Just because you're not doing anything doesn't mean that you're not, like, an acceptable target. Right? Okay, coasting is a strategy in itself. Okay, so anyway, Christy says it's probably partially jealousy. Plus, you're kind of linked with the current HOH. Duh. But Tommy's like, you are so protected. I could listen to Tommy talk all freaking day. Oh my god, everything he says is just like, okay. So then Sam and Nick join them, and a few minutes later, Holly and Kat. So they're talking about what they're gonna do now that the POV holder is in the room. So Christy says that, I couldn't hear if she was saying Jess or Kemi, but she was saying one of the girls looked sad after the competition, and Sam said, probably because she knows I'm not gonna use it. So there you go, Sam is not planning on using the veto. Then they were talking about who they should evict between Kemi and Jess, and the original plan going into this week was for Kemi to go, but Jess has been stirring up a lot of shit. Like, a lot. So, Sis seems to be really wanting Kemi out. She's pushing pretty hard for Kemi to go. She says Jess can't win anything, so why would we get rid of her? You know, we should keep Jess around. And the others are saying, oh no, sorry, Sam says that Kemi can't win anything either. But the others are all like, Kemi was pretty close to winning the power veto today, so she's definitely a comp threat. They feel like she's way more likely to win than Jess is. So then Christy's like, all right, words are just words. And she feels like if that's all Jess has and they know that things are coming from her, then they're not going to believe those things. So she's probably less of a threat than Kemi. And if Kemi stays, she's going to be more fired up next week to win. And she's going to be more likely to win because she's going to have that drive. So it seems like they're definitely more for Kemi to go this week. Still. Alright, meanwhile, Jess was being a total weirdo. She was on the HOH landing with Mickey upstairs, Jackson. And Jess is like, I want to tell you something. And I want to look in your eyes when I say this. I love you. Oh my god! And Jackson says, I love you too. So then Jess is like, I don't want to cry. So of course she starts to cry, and Jackson, in a friendly way, is like, oh, save your tears for the diary room. Like, you don't want everybody to see you get emotional, and you don't want to be like Kat last week. So Jess is like, I don't want you to think that I'm conspiring against you or trying to take you out. And Jackson's like, I know. I will always listen to you. I'll hear you out. I'll believe you. It's okay. Don't worry. So anyway, she is sucking up to Jackson hardcore because she wants to stay this week, of course. So then, this is just a little comic relief here. Kat learned some real life-changing information yesterday. She walked into one of the bedrooms where Nicole and Sis were hanging out. And Kat asks, she's like, this might be a stupid question, but can you peel an orange without a sharp object? What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh. So then Nicole walks her through peeling an orange with just her hands. She's like, yeah, just, you know, stick your thumbs in. No, your thumbs, Kat. Stick your thumbs in there. Just get right in there. And Annalise was like, or you could bite it. So you just can't make this shit up. You can't. But look at this. You're learning life lessons from watching the feeds, right? Alright, so then Kemi had a game chat with Sam. Thank the Lord. Thank you. So Kemi was like, I just want to see where your head's at. Do you think maybe you might use the veto? And Sam says, probably not, because Jack has everything set already. So it would, you know, mess things up. It would put a target on his back. He wasn't afraid to use the veto last week on Cliff, just saying. But he says if he were to use it, it would be on her. Okay, he says a lot can change though, so you never know what could happen. So then Kemi's asking him, all right. Oh wait, no, this is a different part. Kemi's saying, if Jess and I are still up on Thursday, I feel like I'm probably gonna be evicted. So she says, Sam, my campaign to you, obviously I would never put you up, and I would be a number for you. The only people I really trust are you, Bella, Nicole, and Nick. I really hope she's just saying that she trusts Nicole and Bella, or sorry, Bella and Nick, but she doesn't, because she shouldn't. But she tells Sam, camp comeback is fun, and it's great that whoever's evicted gets to hang out with everybody still, but she really wants to, like, stay in the game and have fun. She's not ready to go yet. So Sam is asking her, do you think you'd get voted out? She just said that, but sure. And Kemi says, yeah. So she feels like Jack really wants to get her out. He wanted to get her out last week. Doesn't seem like that has changed. And he has a group that's gonna vote together. So she feels like she really would be in danger if she stayed up on the block. So Sam is telling her again, I would rather have you stay over Jess. And he says that he will push for it with people, which at the time seemed like a lie, but I'm going to talk about this more. It seems like it could be a possibility that he does want Kemi to stay. So then Kemi's like, all right, well, if I'm still on the block with Jess, would you vote for me to stay? And he says, I would think so, yeah. Maybe if everybody else was. I don't think he's gonna just like do it no matter what though. So then later, a little later, Bella joins them and Sam was talking about how he's not looking forward to Jess pitching to him because he feels like she's gonna bring her kids into it and he doesn't like that. He doesn't want her being like, oh, you're a parent too, you can relate. That seems like a double standard because wasn't part of his reasoning for saving Cliff with the POV last week that he is also a dad? So why can't Jess talk about her kids? That's okay, whatever. So then the house guests had a family dinner. They did a gratitude circle. That's nice and all, but like, I want to see the games start happening for real here. And it's not going to be easy to do that, or it's not going to happen if it's all kumbaya in the house. So, all right. But anyway, Cliff and Obie had an interesting game chat. Cliff really wants the big group to be broken up. He says that needs to happen or else they're going to be picked off. So Obie says it's tough because if we take a shot at the big group, we're going to become public enemy number 1. Okay, I have a couple things to say about this. First of all, Obie, you cannot take a shot until you're back in the game. I'm glad he's optimistic that he's going to be going back in, but like, you need to get there first. Also, you were evicted by the big group. Do you not remember that? So it's not like you'd be making the first shot at them. They made a shot at you. They took a shot at you and they made it. So I think you are well within your rights to take a shot at them if you're to get back in the game. Anyway, it was just so weird. It was bizarre to hear that. So Nicole joins them and Cliff is like, all right, you're close to both of the nominees. Who do you think would be more likely to go after the big group if they were to stay? And Nicole quickly answers Kemi, and I would have to agree with that. So then, because I think that Jess is definitely going to be targeting Bella now that this whole Girls Alliance thing is blown up, and she feels like Bella is the one that ratted her out, because she kind of is. Okay, so anyway, Cliff, Obie, and Nicole officially align. Why didn't they do this when Obie was still in the house? I mean, still in the game. They don't have a name for it yet. May I suggest Friends of Ghost? Okay, so anyway, they continue talking, and Nicole would like to see Jess and Bella blow up at each other because she wants the targets on them to get bigger and bigger, obviously. So Nicole says that Bella was the main one that formed the Black Widows. I mentioned yesterday, it's not really clear who like officially formed it. It's definitely down to either Bella or Jess, but neither of them was like, this is what we're doing. These are the people that's in this alliance. So it was kind of like an organic thing. But Nicole is saying that Bella was the one who really brought it up first and was saying that they wanted to solidify this. And Jess then jumped on board, and then Nicole, and then they brought in Kemi after she came back from the diary room. So she says it's really irritating that Bella blew up the Black Widows alliance to save her own ass, and she screwed over the other 3 when she was the one that was initiating this alliance. So they really want to see Bella become a bigger target, and Nicole is trying to get Jess to confront Bella about it. But Jess won't speak up because she's all like, I'm not going to put a target on somebody else, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm sure Jess also doesn't want to make like a huge show of things when she's up on the block. So Obie proposes a really interesting idea. I think this could be really fun. He's like, let's have Jess talk to David about all this drama and then let David blow things up. Because I mentioned yesterday, David is itching to start some drama and disrupt things here because he's got nothing to lose at this point. They don't know how the camp comebackers are gonna be competing or not competing to get back in the house. So he's like, maybe I should just cause some trouble here. This would be the perfect opportunity for him. So Nicole is like, wow, that would be so great. As a viewer, she would love to see David just blow up everything. And that's why Nicole is my favorite. All right, so anyway, I think that that could be really cool. The idea of Obie like weaponizing David, but also, I'm sorry, Obie, but I would like to see David come back into the game at this point because he's got such a better read on the house. All right, anyway, there was a booze delivery last night. Big Brother gave them some beer and wine, and they're like, oh my God, why is Big Brother being so nice to us? Maybe because you guys are flatlining and we need something going on in this house. So they all cheers to Kemi and Jack. They're like, happy birthday. I think their birthday is today, as in Sunday, so they should be celebrating today. So after that, the 6 shooters meet in the HOH room. So just a reminder, that's Jack, Jackson, Christy, Tommy, Holly, and Sis. So Jack is like, all right, I'm not making the decision this week on who should go. This is a grateful decision. It's gonna be a group decision. So who do we feel is more of a threat to the group? Is it Kemi or is it Jess? He's thinking, which one of them are we more likely to be able to convince to put only one of us up if they were to win HOH? You know, they feel like Bella, or sorry, not Bella. Jackson says that Kemi needs to go because she has made it blatantly clear that she's targeting them, and they feel like she would probably just go ahead and put up Jackson and Jack. So they feel like Jess is less of a threat in competitions, and they feel like she might only put up one of them anyway. And they're thinking she's probably going to want to take a shot at Bella. I think that's pretty safe to say. So Jackson says we can protect Nick and Bella with the votes. So they're definitely leaning towards keeping Jess. So they're like, let's protect ourselves and Grateful from Kemi. Boo! All right. So they all seem to agree that Kemi should go. But Jack still wants to hear what Bella and Nick have to say because this is a Grateful decision, not just the 6 shooters. They want to make sure that they feel like they're still a part of the group for now. So Christy's like, oh, well, they already told me that they want Kemi out too, and Sis confirms this. Again, Sis is really pushing for Kemi to go. She has it out for her. But I have to say, it's pretty dumb if Nick and Bella really do want Kemi out at this point, because Kemi is a number for them, and Jess would probably take a shot at them. But there's still a lot of time left until the eviction, so anything could happen here. Alright, so Jack is like, yeah, I want Nick and Bella to work with the group of 8 so badly, but then when it gets down to 8, he wants to decapitate them. Interesting choice of words. Okay, why does it have to be so violent? But later, Annalise gave Jack a birthday present. Okay, there was like something going on under the covers with them. I don't need to see your freaking weird ass Big Brother porn, but it's just weird to me because I thought she said a million times that there is no connection between the two of them. They get together and it's just like there's nothing going on there. So I don't know if she was just lying to people to cover it up, or if she's just super bored because she's not playing the game and she's like, I'll do him. I mean, really, I'm thinking she's just bored and she's like, whatever. Okay, you do you. So anyway, it was really funny because I think it was like around 12:15 or so. Nick went up to the HOH room because he wanted to say happy birthday to Jack because it was after midnight, and he's like knocking on the door, but the door is locked. But if you look on the quad cam, there was nobody in the bed at the time, so I don't know if they were in the bathroom or what. Like, I do not want to know. So anyway, speaking of Nick, it seems like Nick and Bella were also freaking banging it out last night. I don't know what was in the alcohol that they gave them, but woo, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah up in there. Okay, so anyway, Sam, Nick, and Bella were in the backyard at one point last night, and Nick was talking about how Jack keeps saying that he wants to do what's best for the group, and Sam is like, well, I would rather get Jess out now and then Kemi next week. And Nick says, yeah, I would too, because Kemi wouldn't put us up. Duh. So Sam is like, all right, cool, let's push for Jess to go then. But Nick is worried. He's afraid that it's gonna backfire if he brings that up to Jack, because he feels like Jack might just be testing him, because it's pretty well known that Kemi would want to put up Jack and Jackson at this point if she were to win HOH. So if Nick is like, I want to keep Kemi, Jack will be like, oh, so you want me to go? So he's a little bit nervous about that. But Bella also agrees that Jack is testing them, so she says she's not going to push. And Sam is like, I think it's pretty clear here that Jack is trying to smooth things over from last week when he was like public enemy #1. So to fix that, he's trying to act like this is a group decision now, and it's pretty hilarious to watch it play out. But Sam says we need to keep pushing the group with him so that he's cool with us. So I don't know if they're gonna make some sort of a move at some point to potentially try and keep Kemi this week. Again, there is a lot of time left. They haven't even had the power veto ceremony yet. That should be happening tomorrow. As for today, I don't know what's gonna happen yet. It seems like it would be a pretty chill day, right? But I feel like whenever it looks like it's gonna be a chill day, it ends up being insane. So that could happen. I'm assuming they'll be celebrating Jack and Kemi's birthdays at some point, so that should be fun. And yeah, we'll see if Jess continues to spiral. I don't know. It'll be interesting. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.